Hello friends, how are you doing? I hope that everybody is doing fine and that you like this series. Excuse me. Yeah, we're going to booklet number 7 because these 6 are already made and you can find them all on my YouTube channel, of course. And the things that we will be using are Diamond Dust, the colors Bubblegum Pink and Pure Sunshine. We will also be using 2 stamps, which are the Toadstool Tales, and I'm just going to be using this toadstool, and the No Place Like Gnome, and I'm just using these 2 guys and the girl of the stamp. And I've already stamped and cut everything out. And we also going to be needing a tag. This time I'm going to be working on a black tag. And I'm also going to probably, don't know for sure, this journal block. This is the newer journal block which came with the large stamps, the long large stamps. This one fits perfectly on the tag. Oh, and this tag is size 12 and they are discontinued, but I have lots of them, so I thought I want to do a little project with them, so that's why I started using these tags. But you can use anything that you have, okay? And of course we will be needing a stencil, and I'm going to be using the On Point stencil. Yeah, and that's about it. And the first thing that we're going to be doing... Oh wait, I forget something. I forget to mention the colors that I'm using. The not Distress, the Dylusions inks. Okay, so I'm using the colors Island Parrot, Mushy Peas, Cut Grass, Dirty Martini, Fresh Lime, Lemon Zest, what is this? Fury Sunset, Postbox Red, Crushed Grape, and Calypso Teal, Blue Lagoon, Vibrant Turquoise, London Blue, and After Midnight. So these are the colors that I'm going to be working with. And let's start with the coloring part. Okay, I'm using the water brushes from Dylusions. These are new and I absolutely love them. The only thing is that I can't put the cap onto the pen. Yeah. Okay, so I'm starting off with the toadstool. And let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see it better. Like so. And let's start with Fury Sunset. When I watch YouTube videos, I always like to know what they're using. I don't know why, but this is just something that I like to know. And if they don't tell it or they don't put it in the description box, then I'm always very bummed. Then I'm like, yeah, but I want to know what product that is or which stamp that is. So that's why I always, before I started coloring or whatever, I always mention everything that I've used. And if I change the plan, then I also will mention it in the description box, so that other people can see what I'm using. I really like these water brushes. I've been using them quite a lot and I really like them. And they are way cheaper than the Tim Holtz ones, which is just such a big plus. So I don't have that much to tell you guys, so I won't bore you with boring stories. I'm just going to color, and if you don't have the patience to watch me color, then you just can skip it and go to the part where I am starting to decorate the tag. Let's do this postbox red. All the small ones. So I hope that everybody is enjoying their holiday. Oh, I forget one. Okay, there's not a big difference between those two colors, but still. Let's go for Island Pirates. So in 2 weeks I'm going to stay with some family in Amsterdam. And before, I hope to go a few days to the countryside. I originally come from the countryside, from the north side of the Netherlands, which is called Friesland. And yeah, I'm just going to visit some friends and some family. So that's going to be fun. And then we have a like a little festival going, which will be like one week, a total of 1 week. And then we have all kinds of live music and all kinds of other fun stuff. Lots of artsy stuff and a lot of yeah, just a lot of fun. This is after midnight. No, I want it to be brown. Okay, so these things, I think I'm going to be using some desert sand. And the thing that's called snake wake. So lots of drunk people, lots of live music, Dutch live music. You like it or you like it not. Or should I say you like it or you don't. And yeah, but you know, it's also not my cup of tea, that kind of music, but the atmosphere and everything, that is so good. Last year was so good. So I really want to go again. Okay, awesome. Next, let's do the circles. This is London blue. This is, I think, Blue Lagoon. I think. Don't know for sure. We'll see. No, it's not. Let me check. This is Vibrant Turquoise. That's what it should be. Okay. Okay. Let's go with some melted chocolate. I add three more colors to the palette, which are the colors Desert Sand, Melted Chocolate and Chopped Pesto. Okay. I know that the melted chocolate and chopped pesto are very old colors. I do hope that they will bring out the new color, the dark new colors as well as in an ink palette. That would be very nice. And the color Desert Sand is also a very good skin tone color. Okay. Let's see. Now we need to do the windows. I think that I'm going to be using some Dirty Martini. And for the little part, I'm going to be using which color? Maybe some purple? Would that make sense? Yeah, let's go with the purple. That's the ice cream man. I love ice cream. Do you guys love ice cream? I'm addicted to ice cream. That's why I am going to buy a Ninja Creamy, so that I can make my own ice cream in the flavors that I want. Because with my disease, I can only eat like one flavor of ice cream in the store, which is the vanilla. And all the other tastes like chocolate or strawberry and banana, I can't eat it. So I think that it would be great if I make my own ice cream. Okay. The door. Which color shall we give the door? We could give it some dirty martini as well. I'm just going to give them all different kind of green colors, okay? Like so, we're there. Okay, now we're going to be using some chopped pesto. This color is one of the first colors that came out on the Dylusions range, I think. It's very old. And this one and this little one. And we can use some cut grass as well. Oh, come on. Work with me. And the last one will be, no, this one, mushy peas. Yeah, I kind of like it. And next is the doorknob. And this part. Oh, and the cardstock that I'm using is the original cardstock that comes out of her Dylusions journals. And I just have one regular journal, not the classics, but the regular ones. The large, in the large size, and that one, I'm just ripping the pages out of that one, and I am using those pages to stamp on, or you know, whatever. I'm just using them for my projects. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside to dry. Oh, I forgot about that one. The chimney. We can't forget about the chimney. Okay. Yep. Okay, very cool. I like it. Let's see how it is on a black tag. Ooh, I will color in the window, but I first want everything to be dry. Now we're going to color these puppies. Okay, so let's color the gnomes. Okay, I'm going to color all three of them because I'm going to use them. All for the tag. And the colors that I'm using are the colors Island Pirate, Blue Lagoon, Lemon Zest, Fury Sunset, Bubblegum Pink, Desert Sand and Slate Grey. And I will also be using some glossy accent. So let's start coloring these little guys. And okay, so this is the toadstool. Okay, so I don't want the colors to be matchy, because if I color the gnomes the same colors, in the same colors that I've used for the mushroom, then, or the toadstool, then they will blend in too much and then they don't really stand out. So I'm going to be using some different colors. Let's start with this girl. Okay, so for the head I'm going to be using pink. So I got a lot of responses for the last video that I've put on my YouTube channel, that you guys liked to see the coloring process. So I will try to include them more often. Okay, so this little rubber band can also be pink. What else can be pink? The color. I think that that's quite enough. Okay, next is some Blue Lagoon. I just love the Dylusions stamps. They are so funny and quirky and easy to color. And I really like the cakes and sticks, because now I have something that I can take with me when I'm going on the road, or you know, on a holiday or whatever. Just take a dialogue, make some backgrounds with paints and inks, and the rest I can do at another location. So yeah. The cakes and sticks are perfect for that. Okay. That's that. little bit of yellow for the hair, for the 2 braids. All right. So the shoes will go green. Island Pirates. Now I'm thinking what color I should use for the shirt. Yeah. Oh, and we need to do the sleeves, of course. Maybe I can do the sleeves also green. Maybe that's nice. Okay. I'm still in debate of what color I should give to the body, so I'm leaving that one blank for now. Now I'm taking some desert sand, and I did not thin it down with water. This is just the natural color of the desert sand. Okay, and don't forget the hands. I do have some Fury Sunset, but I don't like that color to be mixed with the other colors. So I'm just going to set it aside, let it dry, and think about it some more. Let's do this little guy. Let's start with some blue. Into the shoes. And the belt buckle. Maybe some after midnight for the belt buckle. I just need a tiny little bit. Okay. They're making some noise in the building here. I can't wait to be out of the city and move back to the countryside. I really can't wait. Okay, that's that. I am so fed up with the city, guys. Let's do some green. Some island pirates. Next, some yellow. All right. And that one will be, which color shall we give the other part? Maybe also a little bit of yellow. Why not? Okay, this one too. So that one is done. And now this little guy. Sorry if you have to see my head. Okay, let's use some green. Or shall we use another color? No, green it is. All right. Then again a little bit of After Midnight. Yep. And the color of the clothes will be blue, Blue Lagoon. All right, that's a lot of blue, but that's okay. And the shoes will be green. All right. And the loops we will do, which color shall I use? Let's do yellow. And then I need to do the skin tone. The noses will all be in the color of desert sand. And when a desert sand is completely dry, I will put a layer of glossy accent to it. I still have to think which color I'm going to give to the lady. There's pink, there's green, yellow. I think blue. I think so. Let's do After Midnight. Okay. Yeah, I like the dark blue with this. I like it. I like it a lot. So next thing what we're going to be doing is taking these two guys, let this one aside to dry. Okay, we need to do the beard, right? And I have a piece of scrap paper of the same cardstock. And I am going to take a little bit of water. And I'm going to spritz some drops of water into the slate gray. I'm going to mix the ink with the water and going to water down the pigment. I like that. Because I don't want the gray to be too strong. And if you want, then you could also add stickles to your to the beard of these little fellas, and you can do all sorts of things. Yeah, I really like this tone. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I did have a few trial and errors. I think that I colored them like 2 or 3 more times, but they didn't come out the way that I wanted them to be. So I just colored them again and again. just just as long as I thought that, well, yeah, I like this. I'm happy with it. Now I can use it. Perfect, right? I really like this, like these guys with this kind of gray beards with this color. Do I have the other ones? Yeah, I do. Let me show you. You see? So these are the right ones, the ones here above. And this one, these ones down below, I wasn't happy with them. Because here, here you can see there was some bleeding with the stickles. I didn't like that, so they went out. And these beards, this is the normal color of the slate gray, and I did not like it at all. And I also didn't like the purple on the heads, so I had to remove these. And then I color these two as well, and I didn't like this because of the color that I've used for the head. And I didn't like, yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't like my color choices. So, however, I did like the glossy accent. So I am going to be adding some glossy accent to the noses. Like so. And then I'm going to set them aside to dry. Wait. So. And I'm going to set them aside so they can dry. Right? And now it's time for me to clean up my desk and start working on the tag. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is making a background on this tag. And I've used shimmer paints in the color Lemon Zest, Bubblegum Pink, and this one is, the orange one is the Tangerine Dream. And I will be using this stencil, as a masking stencil actually. And it's a quite old one. I don't know if it's still around or available. If you do have it, use it. And if you don't have it, just use something else or make your own stencil, you know. And we're going to be starting in the middle. And I'm starting off with a little bit of pink. When I started this tag, I was having the plan to do some doodling with the diamond dust. But then I was thinking like, no, let's just use some paint instead. And layer it a few, and just layer a few, how you call it? I can't speak today. I can't find the words. Okay, so if you do this, just, you know, put a few layers on each other so that the shimmer will pop up a little bit more onto the black cardstock. That's what I meant to say. All right. Can you guys see it? No. And I need a piece of kitchen paper. All right. Going to lay this down straight-ish. And then that's why I love these this glass mat, because if you put the tag straight and you just follow the lines, then you know you just can't go wrong. Perfect, right? Okay, the next is some Tangerine Dream. Oh, no. Yes, it's Tangerine Dream. I thought I grabbed the other one. My brain is not really working today, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Perfect. You know, and if you mess it up on one side, you can always redo it on the other side with these kind of tags, because one side we won't be using. You won't see it, because that one is getting covered up. Okay, so we're going to put this one straight on the line again. This one right here, also straight on the line. Like so. And the reason why I keep cleaning it up is because I don't want to have the ink or the paint everywhere. Okay, so the next color that we're going to be using is yellow. This one you can't see if I do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the line. Like so. and yeah, then you can follow the line here. Well, it will not be exactly on a line, but at least it is straight. Okay, I love these kind of guidelines. You can't go wrong. Just apply a few layers so that the shimmer will pop up a little bit more on the black tag. Especially with the lighter colors. Okay. Awesome. And it won't be perfect, but that's the beauty of art journaling. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay? Just embrace your mistakes. I know that it is hard. I struggle with it as well, but you know, you do you. And the most important thing is to have fun. Oh boy. I got paint all over my hands. I don't like that. Okay. And when the paint is dry, you can also doodle over it on top. That's why I like this paint, because it's very easy to do other stuff on top. When you use heavy body paint, you know, the paint of Dina Wakley, that is hard to paint out, to do doodling on. So yeah. Okay, next is some doodling, and I'm taking my white Posca pen. This is a PC 1MR, and I'm just doing little dots or little stripes, I have to say. Along the border. And I do go over the paint. And be sure that when you use paint or the Dylusions inks, that especially the inks has been or is completely dry. Because if you go over it with your pen and the paint or the ink is not completely dry, you can, and the ink or the paint will eat up your pen. So, yeah, and those pens are pricey. They're not cheap. So be careful of how you use them. Be mindful about it. Okay, guys. It's just a tip, huh? And I'm talking with experience. Okay. And the reason why I am doodling on the white part of the glass mat is so that I can see the sides of the tag, because if I do it on this side of the mat, then I don't see it very well here. So that's why I put it over here. Then I can't make any strange mistakes. I like geometric backgrounds. I don't know what it is, but I like straight lines and circles and all that kind of crazy stuff. Makes me happy. Okay, so that's done. And now we can put everything together. The glossy accent is also completely dry of the gnomes, so we can stick everything on its place. And I'm taking my glitter glue. Now it's time to stick everything down. Oh, come on. Why aren't you working? There you are. Okay, this one goes right here. Okay, that is something to be mindful about. Thankfully, this glue dries clear, but still. Okay, so going to set this one on top. This one goes here and this one goes here, but we still have to do a little bit of work on the girl because of the little pieces. That needs to be cut out. I'm going to use an X-Acto knife to do it, or a scalp, however you want to call it. And then it's time to think of the quote. Number 2 goes on the mushroom. And this is number 3. That one still needs a little bit of care. So I will just do that and then I will be right back. Next is the quote. Okay, so the quote for today is, "Welcome to my garden, we judge in silence here." Okay, And I've already penciled it out with my pencil. I'm just going over it with a white pen. And my dog is making some weird noises, but just ignore it. My garden. We judge in silence. Welcome to my garden. We judge in silence here. Okay. So that's the quote, and now we still need to fatten the letters to make it pop a little bit more. So what I'll do, at least if my pen will work, I always have problem with the ease. Just take your time when you do this, because if you rush it, you can make a spelling mistake, and you don't want that to happen. Welcome to my garden. I'm not the best in hand lettering. Okay, then it will be a point. We judge. All right. Next thing that we will be doing is adding a drop shadow with my jelly roll pins from Sakura. And let's see which color we can use. I think maybe blue. Like that one. No, no. Yeah, I think one of those two colors. Let's go with orange. All right. All right. So this is the tag of today. It's completely different than the other tags. So let me grab them. Okay, so this is the tag of today. And now we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 tags. We still need 3 to go. And then we can put everything together. So we have this one. I have this one. This one. That one. This one. This one and this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you at the next video. Stay safe everybody, happy crafting. Oh, and don't forget to like the video because that will help me a lot. And that will make sure that YouTube will do something with the algorithm which will make my tag come up a lot more, my work. And yeah, I would love to have more subscribers, so please like and share my video. And I hope to see you at the next one, everybody. Stay safe and happy crafting, and see you at the next video. Bye bye.